I still remember the night old Baba Ekondeo whispered the story to me. His voice, thick with age and sorrow, cracked like firewood under the weight of memory. He had seen it all, the rise and fall of the Adegbite family, once the pride of our village, Aleo, now only spoken of in hushed voices and mournful sighs. It all began with an heirloom, a golden bangle, thick and etched with intricate carvings of coiling serpents. It had been in the Adegbite lineage for generations, passed from mother to eldest daughter on the eve of marriage. The villagers said it carried the blessings of the ancestors, but those who knew the family's history whispered another truth: it was cursed. I first heard of the curse when Adoni, the last daughter of Mama Famileo, received the bangle. It was a bright evening, the sky burning orange, and the women of the village had gathered to celebrate her upcoming union with Ayadil, a hunter from the next village. Mama Famileo, the matriarch of the Adegbite family, stood tall, her aging hands trembling only slightly as she clasped the bangle around Adoni's wrist. "From our foremothers to you, my daughter," she said. "Wear it with pride, but never let greed or anger poison your heart." The women all related, and drums throbbed in the distance, but I saw the brief flicker of fear in Adoni's eyes. It began subtly, a shadow where there should have been none, a whisper of wind that carried no breeze. Then, on the night before the wedding, Adoni fell into a fevered state. Her mother tried herbs, her father consulted the village priest, but nothing could cool the heat consuming her body. 3 days later, she awoke, but something in her had changed. She refused to speak of her illness, avoiding the elders and glaring at her mother as if she had been betrayed. The wedding was postponed, and soon, small misfortunes befell the family. Cows stopped producing milk, crops withered before harvest, and debts, once manageable, grew like weeds. Rumors began to swirl. Some claimed Adoni had been visited by an ancestor who revealed the true cost of the bangle. Others said she had been claimed by something older, something that had been waiting for generations. The Adegbite family was no longer the respected clan of our village. Fights broke out among them, Adoni and her mother, her brothers turning against each other over land disputes that had never been an issue before. Even Ayadil, once patient and devoted, stopped visiting. One night, I saw Adoni near the river, staring into the water as if listening to something beneath the surface. The moonlight cast eerie shadows on her face, and for a brief moment, I swore her reflection did not match her movements. Then came the final straw. Mama Famileo, desperate to end the suffering, sought out Baba Ijibu, the oldest diviner in our land. He listened to her story, nodding slowly before asking a single question. Who first took the bangle without permission? A stunned silence filled the room. Famileo's grandmother had once warned of what would happen if the bangle was passed without proper rites. And now, it seemed, the curse had awakened in full force. On the 7th night after the meeting, the sky darkened unnaturally early. A storm unlike any other roared through the village, but not a drop of rain fell. In the Adegbite compound, screams tore through the wind. When we arrived, we found Adoni riding on the ground, her wrist swollen and blackened where the bangle sat. Her mother sobbed, cradling her as the priest tried to pry the cursed thing off. It would not budge. Then, as suddenly as it started, the storm ceased. The bangle, as if satisfied, crumbled into dust, and Adoni went limp in her mother's arms. She survived, but she was never the same. Her once bright laughter became rare, and her eyes held the weight of something too ancient for a young woman to carry. Mama Famileo, broken by what had happened, fell ill and never recovered. The family, once bound by tradition and legacy, splintered. Adoni left the village, some say to seek answers, others say to escape the fate she had inherited. The Adegbite name, once spoken with reverence, became a cautionary tale. And so, the cursed heirloom unraveled the family, its story another whispered warning in the dark corners of Aleo.